In this video, we are going to continue on and take a look at Excel basics. In our last video, we looked at the workspace. So starting at the very top, we looked at the quick access bar, and then the top right-hand corner here, the minimize, maximize, and close options here. We also took a look at how we can, hide or show the tabs in your ribbon here. Okay, so we're going to stay on home for this video, okay? And in the future, we'll take a look at the other tabs. But for the most part, we're going to stay on the home tab in the ribbon panel here. All right, so what we're looking at in this big white space here is our spreadsheet, also our worksheet, okay? So we can have multiple worksheets in the workbook. So when we created a new document, Excel's document, we created a workbook, and in each workbook, there can be multiple worksheets. So let's go down here to add more worksheets. So at the very bottom here where my cursor is, so now, right now we just have one sheet. We can add two more. So click on this plus sign here, new sheet, and then again, new sheet. So now we have sheet 1, 2, and 3. Now let's rename them. So let's go on sheet 1 and rename it to budget. And sheet 2, right click, and you can rename it to expenses. And then you can right click on sheet 3 and rename it to inventory. All right, so now we have 3 worksheets in one workbook. So everything's together like a workbook, but a workbook can have one or more worksheets, and you can toggle from one worksheet to another. So they all look alike because they have nothing in them yet. So let's go to A1 of the budget spreadsheet here, the worksheet here. So how these Excel worksheets or spreadsheets work is that they have columns here, A, B, C, D, E. So those are columns. And then we have rows here, which are numerical, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So to reference a cell, so if I go over here to F4, this cell over here is actually F because of the column, and then 4. Okay, and it says so right here in the name box, F4. And it tells you what is in F4. So if I write in F4 something, okay, if something is in F4, when I click on F4, that would be the active cell. It says so in the name box here, okay, over here. And it will show me what is in F4, which is something new. I can also type in this box here, and it will be entered in that cell. I press enter when I'm done. Okay, or you can also, something new now, you can also press this here, enter, this check here, and that is also done. Now I'm going to go back there and press backspace or delete, and that gets rid of the data or that content in that cell. All right, so just to reiterate, columns go across like so, and they're alphabetically named, and rows go like this, and they're numerically named, and how each cell is referenced is the column first, B, and then the row 2. Okay, and the name box here shows you which cell you're in. So let's all go to A1, and let's name it here budget for the title. Okay, let's go to expenses, worksheet, and name it expenses. Okay, let's go to inventory, and then name it inventory. All right, so now when we go from tab to tab or worksheet to worksheet, it shows us which of these spreadsheets we are on. Okay, so I would like to go and make each one of these bolded. So I click on budget or A1 here on my budget worksheet, and I go up here to bold. Okay, so notice all the different formatting options that you have in your home tab. So the home tab, like I said, has the most popular commands that are most widely used, most often used. That's why they're there. You can always customize it if you need to. All right, so it's used, especially the alignment tool here is very useful for me. So let's go over and bold all the titles here, inventory, expense, so they're all bolded. Okay, so I hope you're following along with me here. All right, so we'll continue on. What we have done so far is enter text into a cell, and we have also formatted it. The next thing I'd like to show you is, how you can enter different kind of content. You can also enter numerical content. Okay, so if I go 001, it somehow changes it automatically to 1 because this is it has been formatted to do so. So you can right click on it. When you right click on it, you have this menu pop up, and then you can usually go and change the format or so. So let's go take a look where we can change the format. Down here to format cells. Okay, and here we go. Okay, so here you can change it to text. So text format cells are treated as text even when a number is entered in the cell and the cell is displayed exactly as entered. So I like that because I want 001. I don't want it to be shortened to just 1. So I'm going to go OK. Okay, so I'm going to go 001 again and enter that. And now you can see that because it's text, it aligns to the left. That automatically happens. Text aligns to the left. If it was a number and recognized as a number, it would align to the right. Okay, so if I enter 1, that would align to the right. Okay. There's also another way to enter, if I wanted to enter text, if I wanted to enter a number and not have it be recognized as a numerical value, but rather a number. So when this would be useful is, like if it's your student ID or something like that, it's not actually a number. It needs to be recognized as just a series of characters. That's when you want it to be recognized as text. So let's say my ID number is 0096653, okay? And I don't want that to be, entered as text. Entered as a number. I want it to be entered as a text. Then what I can do is I can go apostrophe. Okay, I know that's really hard to see. So it's like a single quotation mark. Okay, let me see if I can zoom in for you to see that. Okay, so I can't. Okay, so I'm going to go to view and then, I can't do anything yet because I haven't finished entering it yet. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in about 200 here. Okay, so here I'm going to enter apostrophe. So that's what that looks like. And then if I enter 001, there we go. That apostrophe disappears and it's right away treated like a text, like a string of characters rather than a number. So if you have a student ID or a SIN number to enter, then this is a great way to very quickly enter a number as a string. Okay, so again, if you go 001 without the apostrophe, it becomes a number. So the longer way to change that is to go right click on that cell, format cells, and then change it to text and go OK. And after that, you still have to type in 001 and then it stays. So, or the quicker way is to go apostrophe 001 and that changes it to just a text. Okay, so in our next video, we're going to take a closer look at numbers, entering numbers and things like that into your cell and how to format it.